what you gotta say, but don't play. Say what you gotta say, but don't play. Say what you gotta say, but don't play.
What is up, you guys? It's your spiritual fairy godmother, and I am back, except for I'm not back with another read. I'm back with a vlog / story time. It's not really a vlog at all. As a lot of you know, if you do follow me on social media, I did give birth to my child. We did lose this last pregnancy at 21 weeks. And I haven't spoken about it or really posted about it. I made a post, but pretty much other than that, I haven't made my way back to social media. I really feel like I needed time to kind of process everything. I still have not processed everything. I'm still in the process of figuring everything out, understanding why things had to happen. And of course, I guess, I'll never really know. But I really did want to come back to social media, and I didn't want to just jump right back in to vlogs and pretending to be happy without really sharing our story, our experience, or what happened to us and what happened with our baby. So, yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, and you guys did not know, I did have 2 previous miscarriages as well, and then I had 1 live birth. So I have a 5-year-old daughter. I delivered a son at 16 weeks named Zion Jasper. I also miscarried at 5 weeks, right after Zion, and then now here we are a year later, and I recently just miscarried my baby at 21 weeks. So yeah, this is pretty much just gonna be like what happened and how things happened, how things played out, I guess. So yeah. So to start off, I guess I'll tell y'all about like how my labor started. So with all of my children, with Kamaya, which was my first and only live birth, and then with Zai, Cadence, and Rhythm, I had really, really, really long labors. I'm talking days, right? So with Rhythm, I would say I was in labor for about 5 days, maybe even longer, but I was in active labor for about 5 days. So starting the week off, starting with, I want to say Monday, I had been experiencing a really, really sharp pain in my back. Now, I have been experiencing a similar pain to this for about 3 months, And mind you guys, I was 5 months. Like I said, I was 21 weeks when I gave birth. So 2 months into my pregnancy, I started having like a sciatic pain, nerve pain in my back. But this week, it was there, and it was like dull. It was like there all day, and it would not go away. So that was pretty much like my first inkling that that something was potentially off, or I didn't feel good. I remember just not really feeling good. So yeah, and I was really, really stressed out this week. This was the week of Kamaya's birthday party. Her birthday party was going to be on the 6th. And mind y'all, it was Monday. Her birthday was going to be that following Sunday. So at this point, I'm trying to get things done, and I'm kind of like feeling antsy. I'm kind of feeling discouraged. I'm kind of feeling insecure. Like I'm not doing enough for my man, for my family. So I tried like cleaning up the house, and I remember just like walking around, cooking and cleaning, like doing a lot more than I had been doing previously because of my insecurities and because of how I was feeling about the relationships closest to me. I felt like my pregnancy was affecting them, so I was trying to do a whole lot. Fast forward to Tuesday. Tuesday was the day that I wiped, and I had a lot of discharge. When I looked at the piece of tissue in my mind, I thought that it looked like my mucus plug. If you guys have been pregnant before, then you guys know right before you're about to deliver, your mucus plug comes out. That's kind of what holds in all the fluid up there. So this was Tuesday. I went to wipe, and I noticed that that I had some stuff down there, and it looked like my mucus plug. So all day I was feeling pretty wet in my panties. I felt something was off because, like I said, I kept feeling wet all day. Again, my back was still hurting. And this day, we actually ended up going to the grocery store to get some groceries and to get like some candy bag stuff for Kamaya's birthday that was coming up. So I went to the store. I left Jonathan and Kamaya in the car so I could just run in. And I was in there for about 30 minutes walking around. I was super tired. I was having hot flashes. I almost fainted in the store. My hips were spreading and they were hurting so bad. I kind of got in the car, and that was that. I remember that night telling Jonathan, like, I don't feel like cooking and cleaning the kitchen. Like, I don't feel like making the food or whatever. So we end up getting pizza shuttle that night. I remember Monday and Tuesday sleeping on a couch because that's what, during my pregnancy, the couch was more comfortable for me. So I remember sleeping on the couch, and Tuesday I just really was uncomfortable, and I couldn't really get a whole bunch of sleep like that. So yeah, I remember just feeling like hella uncomfortable. So fast forward to Wednesday. Wednesday, we had to get some stuff done. I had to what did we do Wednesday? I know we did some ripping and running. I think I was just in the car with Jonathan like all day while he was working. And I just remember my hips and my back just being on fucking fire. Still feeling that wet pressure and like wetness down there. Like I said, I remember having a lot of discharge when I wiped. And that was pretty much that. That was that day. Wednesday was fine. It was better than Tuesday, so I didn't really think anything of it. I remember telling Jonathan again, like, we had just got salmon from the grocery store, and I was like, I don't really want to cook it. I don't feel like it. So then here comes Thursday, which is the day I began active labor. Thursday, we did a little bit of ripping and running again. I had been sitting in the car with Jonathan all day. My hips were spreading. I was tired. I remember Wednesday feeling like, damn, like I miss my man. Monday, Tuesday, I had slept on the couch. Like, I was like, I really want to sleep with Jonathan. I really want to lay with him. So Wednesday night, I slept in the bed with Jonathan, and I had this undeniable pressure. Like, every time I went to go pee, I literally had to get up and go pee again. So I was in the bed Wednesday night. Mind y'all, I hadn't slept in the bed with Jonathan for like 2-3 days. I'm like, let me sleep with my man. And thank God I did. Like, I just feel like it was divine. I feel like it happened how it was supposed to. So I was in the bed, we were sleeping, and I kept looking over at him, and he was fine. But me, I kept having to pee. I kept feeling this pressure. Like, when I tell you I had to pee so bad, like, it hurt. I would literally go to the bathroom, come back, lay down in the bed, and it would hurt so bad that it's like I can't even hold my pee for like 2 minutes. Like, I have to get up and I have to go back to the bathroom. So all night I kept getting up and going to the bathroom. Kamaya had also been waking up a couple times throughout the night, wanted me to put back on her music, having bad dreams, different things. She wakes up for noises, whatever. So I was super annoyed Wednesday night. I didn't really get any sleep. Like I said, the pressure in my vagina, like my bladder, was like fucking me up. I wasn't comfortable. So fast forward to Thursday. Again, Wednesday night I hadn't cooked. Thursday, we had business to take care of because Friday, Kamaya was going to be going over her grandma's house for the weekend like she does every week. And then her party was Sunday. So at no point in time, Friday and Saturday, would I have had time to do her hair. So the only time I had to do her hair was Thursday night. Thank God I did. So we went a couple places, and then we went to the beauty supply store. So I had walked around a little bit that day. Again, all this work walking around was opening up my cervix. I have a soft cervix, and I noticed that I was doing a lot this week, and I think that's what made my cervix like open up as much as it did. So whenever we do decide to try again, whenever Jonathan is ready, I would have to be on complete 100% bed rest. So at this point, I was walking around all day Thursday, doing a lot. I sat down, I did my hair for like 3-4 hours, sitting in the same position. And I remember being like, oh my fucking God, like my back is hurting so bad. I felt like my vagina feels wet. I felt moist. I felt like I was like smelling myself. I don't know if any of you guys have had babies and y'all know what like amniotic fluid smells like. It smells like a new baby. And that's what I was smelling. So I got up from doing her hair and I went to the bathroom just because I had an inkling that like something was wrong. I looked at the couch and it was blood on the couch. It wasn't a lot, but it was blood on the couch. And if you guys remember, I don't know if I end up doing a video on it. I probably did, but didn't post it. But I end up having a subchromic hemorrhage. So I'm thinking it's just a little bit of bleeding, but I'll call Jonathan and I'll let him know. So I called Jonathan around 7-8 o'clock, and I pretty much told him, hey, this was going on. I'm bleeding a little bit when I wipe, and I saved the tissue and I just put it in the garbage instead of flushing it so that I could show him once he had got home. But everything progressed so quickly. So about 45 minutes after I felt the blood, or I had an inkling about the blood, I went to go make Kamaya some food for dinner, gave her a drink. I finished the rest of her hair, put her in a shower, and then put her to bed. And as soon as I put her to bed, I said, fuck that food. I'm not cooking again. I'm not finna clean up this house. I'm not picking up none of this hair shit. Like, I'm finna lay on the couch and I'm finna go to sleep, because I was in excruciating pain after sitting up and doing her hair for so long. So, like 10 minutes later, I laid on the couch and I had my first contraction. Like, the sharp pain was so bad. It was so intense. It was in my stomach. It was in my back. It was everywhere. And it was like I could not lay down. I couldn't focus on sleep. Like, at that moment, I needed to get up. So I got up, and I felt a gush of blood just come out of me. And I knew I was in labor. So I hurried up and called my mom, and I was just like, hey mom, I'm in labor. I'm delivering this baby. I showed her the blood. I was like, can you please come to my house and get my daughter and just stay here with her? I'm going to call Jonathan and I'm going to see if he can pick me up. And Jonathan was working at the time, so he was already supposed to be on his way at around 7 something. And then I think we ended up going to the hospital at around 11 or something like that. But so by the time Kamaya had gotten to bed and all that kind of stuff, I had called my mom. I called Jonathan, and he was like taking forever. He was kind of taking forever. It didn't take him long to get here, but in my mind, it felt like he was taking a long time because I was scared. So I got to calling him back to back, just like, where are you? Like, what's happening? What's taking so long? Blah, blah, blah. He got here and he was panicking. He was like, okay, come on, let's get Kamaya. And I'm looking at him like, dude, my mom's gonna come get Kamaya. Let's just fucking go. Kamaya's up in the bed safe. She's sleeping. The dog is here. Like, she's okay. Like, let's go. My mom will be here in less than like 15 minutes. Like, I'm gonna leave the key in the mailbox for her. Let's go. So we locked up the doors. And we left, and we rushed to the hospital, and I got out. Well, he was finna go park, and I pretty much told him, like, I can't walk, like, right now. Like, I can't walk. Like, just drop me off and then come with me. So I went into the emergency room by myself, and I just remember, like, holding my legs so close and tight together that it was painful. And I don't know if it was adrenaline or what, but I wasn't having contractions at the time. Once I got in the hospital, I had another one. I had told them, like, I'm not okay. And the lady just asked me, like, are you in labor? And I'm like, yes, I think so. I think I'm miscarrying. And I was just really, really scared and frantic, and I kept saying, like, can my husband come in here? Like, can my fiance come in here? Because with a previous pregnancy of ours, they didn't let him come in. So I was just really adamant about my fiance coming in. I just kept asking them. I wasn't really worried about myself. So once I had gotten into the room, I kept asking for Jonathan. And because I couldn't comprehend what they were saying to me, because I wanted Jonathan in the room, they just started taking my clothes off. They literally started ripping my clothes off of me. And then I looked up and they was like, there he is. And he came over and he held my hand. And the ultrasound technician came. And they were basically like, yeah, you're dilated. The baby's foot is potentially coming out. Blah, blah, blah. So in that moment, I didn't feel defeat yet. Yes, I did. No, I did, but I didn't. Like, I felt defeated, but in my mind, I still had hope, and I still had prayer, and I still had power that everything was going to work out. So I just kept asking Jonathan and them, like, can y'all just put my legs up? Can y'all give me something? Can y'all sew me up? Can y'all do something so that I can keep my baby? I kept asking them, like, is the baby heart still beating? And they just like, yes, like, the baby's heart is still beating. They did the ultrasound, and the fact that my baby heart was still beating was what made me feel like I could still have this baby. So they end up rushing us to labor and delivery. And Jonathan was just holding my hand. And this is where things kind of get blurry, because I was just in pain and I was annoyed. And you guys know I suffer from mental health. I disassociate a lot. So when traumatic things are happening to me or something I'm not comfortable with, sometimes I zone out. So I don't remember word for word, like, every single thing that happened, but this was Thursday night, basically Friday, because it was midnight at this point. My mom was home with my daughter. She had let herself in. Her and Jonathan were on the phone for a while talking just about the dog and how to take care of things and what was about to happen. I just remember feeling so scared for my daughter, because her birthday party was in 2 days. This was Friday. Her party was on Sunday. And her actual birthday was on Tuesday. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, she's losing her sister. She's losing her sibling. She's already gone through a loss, but she's now losing her sibling again on her birthday. Like, if I don't deliver this baby, whether I do or don't, like, what if I can't leave the hospital for her birthday? So we just sat in the hospital pretty much waiting for things. I think all of Friday was pretty much just like waiting, like a waiting game. I was in labor, but I wasn't in active labor. I was absolutely not having contractions. All my contractions had stopped. The baby pretty much stopped coming. The baby was just pretty much stuck and chilling, and it makes me so fucking pissed off, because I feel like they could have did something, but they probably couldn't have, I don't know. But my labor stopped. I wasn't having any contractions. I wasn't in excruciating pain. I was in pain, but pain from just like being open. So my vagina was open. I was bleeding. I couldn't pee. Like, I had to have Jonathan help me pee. I had to sit on my hands and knees and pee into a bedpan. And I was doing all of that with a baby foot, like, outside of me. And at first, the baby's foot wasn't necessarily outside of me. It was just kind of in my cervix. It was just there. It was just hanging. and different nurses and ultrasound technicians and different stuff like that. People kept coming to kind of check on me, to check on the baby, and that happened all of Friday. Mind you, we was there from midnight Friday, and then we didn't leave till Sunday. So of course, like, this is 24 hours of people touching me and checking on me and getting this and touching that, and my vagina is exposed. It smells like blood in the room, and I'm hopeful. I just kept looking over at Jonathan and feeling sorry for him and feeling sorry for my daughter, and just being like, I want this for them. Like, I want this for them. And because I wanted it so bad for them, I told myself that, like, I could make this baby stay in. And I did. I promise y'all I did. The power of the mind is so fucking strong, because I stopped my labor. Like, I stopped my labor. In the middle of active labor, I was having contractions and everything. I got to that hospital, and I was like, you staying in there. Like, I put my feet up. I literally did shit that I saw on TV. Like shit that I've watched on Grey's Anatomy or Private Practice. I tried to put myself in Schomburg. I don't know what the word is, but it's basically where they flip you so that your legs are elevated and, your pelvis is controlled so that you're not continuing to dilate. So I basically did that to myself all of Friday, and my baby was not budging. Like, she wasn't moving. She wasn't coming more. She wasn't coming less. At that point, it just was what it was. They kept checking, and at this point, it's going into like Friday night. I can't eat because obviously you delivering a baby, they tell you can't eat. So I'm on a liquid diet. I'm pretty much just drinking apple juice. They giving me water, but I'm not drinking it. They got me on these fluids. They asking me all these questions all the time. A couple different things happened in the mix, but I feel like eventually maybe me and Jonathan will do a story time, or I'll be able to go more into detail when I'm a little bit more healed from the situation. But pretty much the doctors were very misinformed. They kept telling me different things. One person told me the baby's hips were out. One person told me just the baby's foot. So at this point, all I had was myself. Jonathan was really experiencing it in his own way, and I was kind of just like in the daze. Like, I was very, very hopeful. I promise you, I thought that my baby was gonna spend time in the NICU. I thought that I could stay in the hospital for months, and I thought that was I too. But yeah, so I was just very, very hopeful that my baby could still be alive and, things like that. Fast forward to it being pretty much like going into Saturday, like Friday, midnight. Yeah, at that point, they were really starting to bother me. They wanted COVID tests, and they wanted to send a specialist to me, and the doctors were getting very confused at this point. It's late. They doing shift change. I was just, at that point, I was very over how I was being treated in the hospital. I feel like as Black women, as women, period, we really have to lobby for ourselves. I want to talk about women, Black women in particular, and giving birth to babies and how they're trying to harm our babies. All these milk recalls, all these miscarriages, all these things happening in the Black community, in the community of women, period. So I'll definitely be talking about that in another video, but I was really uneasy with my care. Everybody told me, like, it's inevitable, you're gonna lose your baby, you're gonna lose your baby. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's great to be honest and to not give false hope and make me believe something that's not gonna happen. But at the same time, it was just the way that everybody went about everything. Just like, it's inevitable. I'm sorry. And to me, I felt like it was more that they could do. And I'm going to I believe that in my mind and my heart and my body and my spirit. The fact that my baby heart beat for so long, the fact that they kept telling me, well, we just don't have tools to cater to a baby that's this young, but at 23 weeks we would be. And it's just like the hospital, the system, healthcare, everything at that point was annoying me. So I was angry. I was very, very angry. I was angry at everybody and everything. I was pissed off at Jonathan. I was pissed off at my mom. I was pissed off at the doctors. I felt like nobody could really give me answers because I've had now 3 miscarriages and I don't know why. They kept telling me that I had this and I had that, and I'm just like, but there's no proof. Y'all have not given me a test. Y'all haven't tested anything. Like, I just feel uneasy. Even with my diagnosis now, it's just like, I don't believe y'all. I don't trust y'all. And I made it very clear to them that I did not trust them and that I would be on it when it came to how I was being helped. I refused mainly all medicine. And around Friday night was, around Saturday was when they kind of came to me. All throughout the day Saturday, they were pretty much just saying, like, you still can't eat, and if it progresses, we're going to have to give you medicine because you can get an infection in your uterus, and I could have to take your uterus out. And once I heard that, I didn't want to take progesterone or any of the pills that help you dilate because I had already experienced that before with previous pregnancies, and I knew that 1, it did not work. It did not help the pregnancies progress. And for 2, it was very, very painful. It made them worse. It made the cramps and contractions worse. So in my mind, I knew that I didn't want that, but Jonathan and my mom both, for my health, wanted me to get that so that I didn't get an infection in my uterus. At the time, I'm like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all would rather have these people inject me with medicine that I don't even know what it is rather than just trust that my body can do this, right? So at that point, everybody left out the room. I remember us watching Janet Jackson, like a documentary or something, and I started working out. Oh, I'm getting like weird sharp pains in my belly. But yeah, I just started working out. I found a little step stool in the hospital room and I started stepping on it and climbing on it. And I started praying and I started talking to that baby and I told her to come out. I told her that I really want her to come out because Kamaya's birthday was pretty much tomorrow. And at this point, I had to accept the inevitable that my baby couldn't stay alive and my baby couldn't stay in me. In my mind, I feel like I could have been given antibiotics. My baby could have stayed up in there. Because even after my baby was delivered, she still had a heartbeat and her lungs were still expanding. So it's like, if my baby is still alive when I deliver her, how are y'all telling me that there is absolutely nothing y'all can fucking do? Like, there is no fucking way. But at that point, I pretty much had to give in to the doctors because I've been in the hospital for 3 days. I'm ready to go home. My daughter's birthday is tomorrow. Like, I had to do what I had to do. And I knew that if I allowed her to come naturally, I would probably miss out on going to my daughter's birthday. So I got off that bed and I started working out and I started praying. And I remember I put on Chill Hop, which I had listened to a lot after Zai had passed, and I remember just doing this, y'all, like doing this, like back and forth, like, come on, baby. Like, I kept looking at her, I'm like, come on, like, you have to come for mommy, and just basically praying her out. And after like 45 minutes to an hour of me laying down after I got done working out, I kept telling the nurses, like, I got a boo-boo, like, I feel a lot of pressure, like, I really have to go to the bathroom. But at that point, I was really fucking scared. Like, I knew that if I went to the bathroom, I was gonna push that baby out. I could feel her, and I wish I could insert videos, but I'm not going to. It's very personal. But I took pictures and videos of her foot outside of my vagina. I felt her foot outside of my vagina. She kept moving. her little foot was moving, like, right outside my vagina. I could see it, and it's just like, damn, like, you're such a fighter. Like, you're so strong. You're halfway in this world and halfway out of this world. You still moving for mommy. Your heart is still beating. You still finding ways to let me know that you love me and that you wish you could be here with me. So, after those 45 minutes of me working out or whatever, I told the nurse to come in there to give me the bedpan or whatever. And then I was just like, nah, I can't go to no bathroom in no bedpan. Like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I have to boo-boo. And when I tell you I was so scared, I'm like, Jonathan, please come here. Please come hold my hand, because I think I'm a boo-boo this baby out in the toilet. And so the nurse and Jonathan walked me in the bathroom, and they tried to let me go to the bathroom. And as soon as I pushed, I felt my baby. Like, I'm like, nah, fuck this. Let's go. So they called on the whatever, the little thing that they have around their neck, and she called the lady who was going to deliver my baby and my OB, and they was like, yes, pretty much she ready to push, it's time. They wanted me to push on my back. I never deliver my babies like that. I always deliver my babies on my knees. So I got on my knees and I got to pushing. So I'm on all fours in the bed, and I just got to pushing, and I pushed her out. And I remember waiting for a cry. I was in the bathroom. I had to go to the bathroom after I had her. I still had to shit. So I went to the bathroom, and I just remember, like, waiting for her to cry. Like, well, I was holding on to hope that, like, she would at least take her last breath in my arms, because I wanted that with Zai. I told Jonathan with Zai, like, well, the baby gonna take his last breath in our arms. And he came out stillborn. And then this time, I was expecting that cry, you know, because her heart was still beating. And she got lungs and fingers and toes and a body and a digestive system and all this shit. So I'm on the toilet and I'm just quiet, like, listening for it. And then Jonathan rushed in there and was like, baby, she still got a heartbeat. Like, pretty much trying to get me out the bathroom to come before her heart stopped beating. I remember feeling a little sad, because when the baby came out, I just wanted her right on me. Like, I wanted her right on me. But it didn't necessarily happen like that, you know? So when she finally did come to me, that baby, her hands was like this. And I wish I could have got a picture, but her hand, she came out the womb with her hand like this. And if you don't know, this is the universal sign language sign for I love you. And it made my heart feel so warm. Like, this baby knew that maybe, you know, she wasn't gonna be able to be here forever with me, but, like, she wanted me to know that she loved me, and that this didn't happen in vain. Like, this didn't happen for no reason. And that made me feel really, really powerful. That made me feel really happy and excited to just spend my night with her. So all of Saturday night, I just lay with her. Like, I lay with her all night, just like I did with Zai. And I held her and I kissed her, because with Zai, he was so fragile. Like, he didn't have hard bones. He was sticky and bloody. And I was scared to kiss him. That was my first time seeing a dead baby. This was now not my first time seeing a dead baby. So I took advantage of the fact that I get to be here with this baby. So I kissed my baby and I hugged my baby and I loved on my baby all night. All fucking night. Like, all fucking night. All night. And they tried to get me to take some medicine to get my contractions to push out my placenta. They gave me the medicine. They gave me like 4 little pills to put in my butt. I said, fuck that shit. I hid it in the baby blanket. I'm like, I'm not taking that shit. So all night my placenta didn't deliver. All night I didn't have to focus on that or worry about that. Like, I just got to spend time with the baby. And then the next day, I spent probably like 2-3 hours trying to deliver the placenta. They gave me the medicine. I waited or whatever. And then at some point, it was like I got to deliver the placenta. And that shit was just horrible. it was just every time I delivered a placenta with Zai, I had to get a DNC. Because my placenta would not detach. With this time, they had to like pull it out with the clamp, and I delivered it myself, which I'm super proud about. Super proud about. But yeah, that night we pretty much just said bye to the baby. I got in the shower. Me and Jonathan kind of just laid together. Mind y'all, my baby birthday is tomorrow, so we still trying to plan her birthday. I'm calling the cake person. I'm trying to figure out, you know, texting people from her school that are telling me they're gonna come. Different things like that. I'm still in mommy mode, but now I'm a mommy to 2 babies. I'm a mommy to my daughter, but I'm also a mommy to my other daughter, Rhythm. So all night I just held her and I kissed her and I was there for her. And the next day it was time for like me to be discharged, but they was just like, before you get discharged you got to call the funeral home and all these things that you have to like worry about and stress about. And I was just like, look, I'm not focused on none of that. I want to stay here with the baby. I really wanted to stay in the hospital with the baby, and I saw it as a sign from God, like, okay, it's Kamaya's birthday, but we gonna have forever with her. Cause mind y'all, by this point it's Sunday, so it's the day of her birthday. I'm stressed out. Like, people are now coming to her party. Some people are not coming to her party. I'm stressed out about the people that's not there. I'm making sure everybody on time while also holding this baby. And Jonathan got back to the hospital, and he really wanted to go to Kamaya's birthday party. He really wanted to go. And he was like, man, I'm just ready to go. Like, I'm just ready to go. I wish we could go to her birthday. And I was upset with him. I'm like, shit, she gonna have plenty birthdays. She alive, shit. This baby don't get to be alive. We just get to see this baby today, and then we don't get to see this baby no more. So in my heart and my soul, I really wanted to stay with my baby. And that was my plan, to not go to Kamaya's birthday and just stay there with the baby all night. But Jonathan kind of, you know, he just pretty much talked me into like, let's go be there for Kamaya. And I'm so happy we did. So within the hour of everything, we pretty much, I got in the shower, Jonathan got in the shower. We cleaned ourselves up. We loved on that baby. We took some pictures with the baby, and then we hurry up, we left. And in 20 minutes, we was at Kamaya's birthday party after I had just delivered my baby. After my baby had died in my arms, because she did. She died in my arms. Her heart beat all night. Her heart beat all night till like 6 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, she stayed alive and woke for hours, and that made me happy. That made me feel really special. Like, she wanted to be here with me. She wanted to do that with me. So I felt really good about that. And then, yeah, like I said, we went to Kamaya's birthday, and being around so many people after taking such a tragic loss, and then nobody really knows what happened, it was really hard on us. You know, we still haven't had that conversation with Kamaya that the baby's not here anymore. And I completely look unpregnant except for my boobs. I'm lactating, so this wet spot you see is breast milk. I don't know if y'all can tell. It's plenty breast milk on my shirt. But yeah. That was pretty much the story of how we delivered our baby. So this video is going to be dedicated to Miss Rhythm Jasper. That's her name. Her name is Rhythm. She was beautiful. She was beautiful. And she looked like her dad. And I know that's one of the things that hurt him the most, is that our kids literally look just like him. And to not be able to watch them grow up and be able to teach them and console them and love them, it's really taking a toll on our family, meaning me, him, and Kamaya, our relationship, and just our lives, you know. My goal is to have another baby eventually when he's ready, but I can't let go of my baby fever. Like I want a baby. And if you guys are new to this channel due to like the title of the video, you guys have miscarried or you're trying to conceive or anything like that, even if you're not new and you're an old subscriber, I do kind of want to turn this channel into just about being a mother, being a black mother, I was gonna say a single black mother, but just being a young black mother and trying to navigate having more kids and trying to conceive, trying to make a baby. I'll be posting things with me and Jonathan, just how we're healing, how we're getting through things, how we're managing things. I don't really know where this channel is gonna go completely. I kind of want to do tarot on here too. Kind of still want to do the vlogs, and not make it all mommy things, but I am a mommy. I want to be a mommy, and one of my biggest goals right now is manifesting a child. So even though we may not be ready to actively try, there are things that I do want to start doing and setting in place and getting my body together just to help move my manifestation along. And I want you guys to be a part of that journey. So if you guys are interested, leave a comment down below and say we here. And just let me know that y'all are in support of me, no matter how many pregnancies I lose, no matter how sad or depressed I get. Just let me know that y'all are here and that we're a soul tribe and that we in this together. Give this video a thumbs up. Share with your friends. If you have any friends or anybody who've also experienced the loss and maybe they feel alone, share it with them. Share it on your social medias. You never know who could be experiencing this very thing. And subscribe if you're new and you haven't already and you just happen to stumble upon this video. There will be more. I know I've been inconsistent, but as you guys can see, I've been dealing with a lot, and I hope that you guys can stick with me through all my changes, through all the channel changes and everything else that's to come. But yeah, y'all, that was the story of Miss Rhythm Jasper. That's it, y'all. I'm out of here.